I got my 1D C, your 1D C, I guess, your favorite camera of all time, isn't it? Well, let's take some video. So this is for our test coming up of one of our cameras versus several of the other cameras, and we don't want to reveal what that is just yet, but fresh battery. And I've got the Canon 35mm f2 IS lens on here, and the reason we're using that lens is because, oddly enough, if you look at some of the tests for lenses, that's one of the sharpest EF lenses Canon has made. I know that seems hard to believe because it's not an L lens, but if you go and look at DxO's rankings, you'll see that this thing does really well for sharpness. And we found that to be true. So anyway, let's fire up the camera and see what we can do. I said let's fire up the camera. Why didn't that start up? Oh, crap. That's a freshly charged battery, and the camera is not starting up.
I don't want to hear that.
It's dead. Crap.
Can you reboot it?
Maybe we can try. I'll pull the battery out and see if we can give it a second. The mosquitoes, the camera's just as dead as this mosquito I just killed.
It better not be. That's my favorite camera.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's completely dead.
Are you kidding me?
Well, I really liked this camera. This is one of my favorite cameras. Like, I waited forever to be able to buy one of these because they were so expensive I couldn't afford one back in the day. And this one was listed from MPB in like new condition with low hours or low shutter count on it. So I thought, well, for the price, $850 to get a 1D C, it seemed like that was a no-brainer. Well, I guess we got a year and a half out of it.
I don't want to hear that. Let's take it in and take a look at it.
Okay. Well, how many batteries have we tried now in this, honey?
3.
Any improvement?
Nope. And I'm very disappointed because that's my favorite camera.
Yeah.
There's no shift alt delete or escape key on these, is there?
Nope.
You can't reboot it like a Mac.
Well, we tried to reboot it like a dozen times. No luck. So I guess a couple weeks ago it started freezing. And not in any kind of predictable way. And I thought it was the memory card. We got a relatively new memory card, a Lexar, and I thought, oh, it must be that Lexar memory card. Maybe there's something wrong with that memory card, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And so I put the Kingston memory card back in, and everything seemed fine. I did some video with it, and everything was fine.
It's a sad day today.
Yeah, I'm not very happy.
And how many months have we had this now?
Almost 2 years, a year and a half for sure. I'm not sure exactly when we bought it, but at least a year and a half, maybe a little bit longer.
Not very long.
Not long enough. I wanted a 1D C ever since they first came out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's very lightly used. We really haven't used it all that much. I mean...
No, and we were going to use it as like one of the main cameras for making content for our channel.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw it a lot because I did film quite a bit with it for our channel.
Well, maybe we did use it quite a bit, but still not enough to...
No, I was hoping to use it for the next 10 years.
Yeah. It's very disappointing. I don't know. What do you do now? I mean, what do you do with this now? Besides use it as a ornament?
It's basically an ornament now, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who to blame. I'm so mad. I don't know.
Well, we've had a Canon 7D, a 5D Mark III, a 5D Mark IV, a 1D Mark IV, and a 1DX Mark II. And of all those DSLRs, this is the first time we've had one fail.
Yeah.
We've never even had any kind of hiccups with the other ones. Knock on wood. Hopefully we won't have any more hiccups. We've never even had a problem with any of the other cameras. And we've owned the 7D since it was new. Like, we placed a pre-order for that with a local camera shop, and I think we picked it up on the very first day it was available, and we've been using it ever since. We still use it.
Yeah.
Works fine.
So we got a couple video clips out of because you were doing a comparison video.
Yeah, I was going to do it. Well, I am doing a comparison video. I wanted to compare the 1D C with a couple of other cameras, including the 1DX Mark II. The point wasn't to compare it to the 1DX Mark II, but I was throwing the 1DX Mark II into the mix for comparison as well.
And we didn't quite get through the comparison.
Not going to tell you what camera we were actually targeting for the comparison, because that'll be a secret until that video comes out. But that video is going to be different now, because we're not going to be able to compare it fully to the 1D C. I did get a clip and a half from the 1D C that we can put in that video, so you can see at least a little bit. But
yeah, my poor baby.
Now what? What do we do about this? Darn it.
I don't know. Anybody have any suggestions? I mean...
Whoa, that's going to be a shaky cam.
Oh, I forgot about this shaky table. It's shaky just like I'm shaky right now.
We're both shaky because I'm smiling because I don't know what else to do.
I guess it's just a camera, right? But it just took such beautiful images, and it's just so sad today.
You know, I think you even compared this last summer to the C500 Mark II and the C400, really new high-end cinema cameras. And you can go back and look at that video, Denise. I'm sure we'll put a link to it somewhere. Mm-hmm. And the 1D C compared really, really well to those. And those are, you know, brand new, off-the-shelf, current, expensive cinema cameras from Canon. They're some of the best there are. And I really do like the C500 Mark II, I must say. But the 1D C, I thought it looked amazing, almost as good. Dynamic range was not as good. I mean, the C500 Mark II and the C400 have like 14, 15 stops of dynamic range, and the 1D C had 12. So not in the same category there, but just image-wise overall, other than that, it was really, really good compared to, you know, what you would think from 2012. So it was really a good camera, and we're going to miss it.
Now, do we risk buying another one? I mean...
I really want a working 1D C because I wanted one ever since they came out. And when they came out, I mean, that was not something that was financially responsible to buy because it was like, I think $15,999.
Too much for us.
I mean, no. That's just not. One of the points of our business is image quality versus price, and making sure that ratio makes sense, because our business has to be semi-sustainable. We can't spend more than we make on a regular basis. That's just not a good thing. Mm-hmm. So the trick is always to get the best image quality at the lowest price. So we often look for the camera that can make that happen, whether we buy it new or whether we buy it used. And so the cameras that we've been focused on, you know, we got the 1DX Mark II. We bought that used from MTB. We bought the 1DX Mark II. We got a really good price on it. So that's been performing beautifully, and we use it for client shoots all the time, so that is more than paid for itself. The 5D Mark IV that we bought years and years ago, and we still use as a main camera, more than paid for itself many times over. It's been a great workhorse. Well, those are the two main ones. I guess before the 5D Mark IV, the 5D Mark III has also been an incredible workhorse. I mean, we built our business on the 5D Mark III, no question. That was the camera that built our business, and we still have it, and it still works, and we could trot it out right now and take photos that we wouldn't feel bad to sell to a client and use for client projects, right? But the 1D C was going to add to that, because in the used market, this one was listed as I think I said earlier, in like new condition.
Oh yeah, it was.
It had low shutter count.
Yeah.
Of according to the place we bought it from, MPB, which we like. It worked really well when we got it. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Denise shot photos for a client for it that turned out just beautiful. I would say that the photos that she shot for that client at that event with this camera were better than the photos that I shot with the 1DX Mark II.
Was that the ribbon cutting?
Yeah. So it's a really great camera, so it's sad to see it go.
Yeah, I'm sick.
Yeah.
My heart's broken. My camera.
Denise is going to have to put it under her pillow tonight.
Aw, yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yep. Well, it's a sad day at Visual Imaging Solutions. There's no solution for this one.
Nope, no solution for this one.
Not every camera lasts forever, I guess.
No.
Well, I guess that's it for now. We'll have to go back to our other video and see what the strategy is going to be for continuing that at comparison. So,
yeah.
Maybe I'll just to feel better about this, I'll buy an Area Alexa right now. No, I don't want to mortgage our house for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what to say. You know, that's very unusual, I know, but I don't even know what to say.
Well, that's it. Please like and subscribe. Please feel bad for our 1D C.
Yeah.
And we'll come back with more.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Yep, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.